do this.
Welcome back, family. Hey, we're here for the CovrPrice Top 10 Hot Lists for February 12th. First and foremost, congratulations to all you KC fans for the Super Bowl, and my condolences to all you San Francisco fans. And if you don't care about either one of the teams, they actually still got had a good game. All right, so let's get look at here. We got Stinker Buns checking in first. Good evening, Coconut Family. How's it going, bud? Jason jumped in already. Good evening, Sir Sticky Bun, Stinky. Oh, Sticky Bun. Oh God, that's. Robert Monroe. Good evening, Richard. My fellow coconuts. How's it going? Yep. And we got boom, boom, and started out boring, but ended up being a fantastic game. I'd like to know how many people actually watched the game because I don't have Paramount and I don't have YouTube TV, so I didn't watch any bit of the game. And thankfully, Marvel released the Deadpool trailer directly to the internet, so I was able to watch it that way. Um, what did you guys think about the Deadpool trailer? Which, by the way, has influenced a few books on this list today. I thought it was okay. Nothing that hasn't already been leaked, and that's fine with me. I think that we're going to see some. One of the funny thing is I don't see. Um, I think Wolverine number 8, the first with that cover with Patch leaning up against Joe Fixit. I think that's going to go up in value. We got kind of like a back view of Patch, Madripoor, Wolverine. So I think that's gonna. I think it's going to spike a little bit. Anyway, though, let's jump into. Like I said, there are some spoilers. If you have not watched the trailer, you're trying to avoid it completely. This list is not for you. I apologize. But I think there's 1, 2, 3 books on here that are directly from the trailer from yesterday. So that's how quickly books have been selling. So you've been forewarned. I'm going to jump right into this. Coming in at number 10 on the list, we have Secret Wars number 5. Now everybody's like, what the heck? Well, in one scene, quick little blurb or whatever, you could see a copy of this on the floor. So, and I believe it is this particular issue, which has Doom on the cover. There's nothing specific about the book itself. It's not a first appearance or anything like that. But they're now shooting up because it was in the trailer. So it's going to be in the movie. And it's the direction of everything else for Marvel Jesus. This is a 2015 run, the Alex Ross, which was a good story. But I think this is absolutely the wrong time to buy this book. This is any day of the week is just a regular back issue book, but now Raws are hitting $27. Really? I mean, but a 9.8 sold yesterday for 43. Go figure. So I guess there's a bottle of soda and from the Hulk movie it sent Stan Lee to the hospital next to the book too. Yeah, right. Hey Kenneth, how's it going? Welcome to the show, bud. So yeah, I mean, this is just instant hype, which is immediately going to die back down again. Don't go spending $20 on this as a raw. If you want to buy a copy for a 9.8, which by the way sold yesterday for 149, but there was also a 9.8 that sold for 43. So I think as soon as the trailer dropped, people went online and the normal listing price was say $43. That's what it sold for. Somebody quickly put one up there for $149, and somebody just bought it now. So no, $50 for a 9.8, $5 for a back issue raw. Other than that, no. Moving on to number 9, we have another one. I don't remember seeing this one in the trailer, but it's Deadpool's Secret Wars. Get cursor over there. How's it going, Anthony? Hopefully this isn't the last time we see Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, but he is getting up there in age. Yeah, I think he's just about my age, but he's in much better shape. So, I know he's tired of it. I mean, you're as well versed and popular and rich as he is. Do you really want to do one character forever, even if the character is fun? I don't know. But we'll see. I don't think he ruled himself out for cameos. But anyway, the Secret Wars, the Deadpool's Secret Wars, #1 from C2E2, the Diamond Previews PX. Um, yeah, 9.8 sold again yesterday for 50, and a 9.8 in March of 2021 went for 500. Ugh. So that had to be no, that's from 2015. So why the heck did this sell for 500? Because in 2021, people were just throwing money away. It was free cash from the government. Uh, she, how cool would it be to see an 80-year-old? Okay, that would explain that. Uh, as Old Man Logan. He'd still probably be in better shape than me. I can't remember if this is his last Marvel contract movie or not. I don't think that he. Remember when he signed the contract with that was with Fox. That wasn't with Disney. But when Disney inherited back all the uh, rights to the X-Men, I believe every one of the actors had it stipulated in their contract that they would be the only people to play the roles until I think 2025. So I think there's like a rule there. Like if you're going to put the character, it has to be played by so and so. So if they wanted Storm, they would have to bring back um, Holly Berry, and I think that's why they only called her Aurora Monroe. They didn't call her Storm in the Apocalypse. But yeah, getting back to this book, don't go out and spending a ton of money on this book. I mean, it looks like average. Even yesterday, the Raws were selling for $4, $5. So if you want to pick up a copy for $5 just to have it, go right ahead. But more than $5, I wouldn't. Move to #8. We've got the Batman 142. Now it's funny because I did not get this book, but it's part of a three. It's the first part of a 3-story arc. The Joker Year One, Part One. And the reason I know this because I didn't buy it is because I did pick up a copy, and I'm going to put myself back on the full screen here. Boom. The free giveaway a couple months ago. Does that look familiar to you? I mean, it is a Chip Zdarsky, and it says right on the cover, the terrifying tale finally reveals the Joker Part One, Year One, a 3-part weekly event unfolding in February. 3-part weekly event. Does that mean it's going to be coming out in different issues, or they're actually going to put a Batman book out every single week? That didn't work too well in the 90s. Anyway, $19 is the last recorded sale for a Raw. And again, this just came out last week. Good covers on it. And I do really like this cover. Okay, that is a cool cover. I got to give it credit. I don't see any pre-sales sold. It looks like $13 is the average, and the highest is $19. The cover price on it is something that they show $4.99. So, I mean, if you want to pick it up just to read it, I would read it digitally to see if you like the story first. But modern books, I think they're just printing too many of, and I don't see too many of them holding extraordinary values. $13 might be okay if it's a 9.8 candidates, but yeah, we'll see. Again, it has to be a good story, otherwise it's just not going to hold. #6, we have the new X-Men first appearance of Cassandra Nova. And we did not see her named, we did not see her face, but we definitely did see the back of her head in the trailer. And looks like Cassandra Nova will be a the bad guy, or one of the bad guys in Deadpool Wolverine. This is the antithesis twin, whatever, of Xavier. So Definitely a alpha level mutant. Um, $10 for the last no graded raw. 103 is the most common slabbed. $100 yesterday for 9.8. See sales yesterday 12, 14, 10. And this is a book from 2001. So it is a 22-year-old, 23-year-old book. Uh, hmm. If you can get this in a high grade raw for 10 to 15, it's probably a decent idea because you think about it in a few months, you're going to see another trailer two, trailer three, the full cast come out. And when it becomes confirmed that the bad person, the bad guy, the is Cassandra Nova, or at least one of them, this is going to have a bigger spike. Um, I don't think long term that this is going to hold a lot of value, but 10, 15, I'd go for 9.8. I'd rather try to find a nice $10, $15 9.8 candidate. Yeah, they printed the heck out of these books back in 2001, so I'd hold off on that if the slabbed one. But I'd really try to find a nice high grade raw for 10 to 15 bucks, and then when it does spike, dump it. When was the last time a bad guy really held value? A bad guy in the MCU held value after the movie was gone. So, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Coming in at number 6, we have the Avengers Twilight cover A of issue number 2. First appearance of Thunderbolt Troopers, first appearance of the new Bullseye, Ramona Jones. And I will just give you a heads up ahead of time that number 1 is not on the list, only number 2 from Avengers Twilight. We've got Raws going for 15. Now, number 1 might be the 11 through 20, but as far as the top 10, number 2 is the Avengers Twilight representative this week. Um, hmm, hmm, hmm. There's a pre-release already for a second print. And we see most common condition is $16 for Raws. Although yesterday, Nearmans were sold for 13. Highest known value for 20. If the story is good, and if the Thunderbolt Troopers or new Bullseye Ramona Jones becomes something, this book can still move up a little bit. But what's really good about this book right now is usually there's like one super hot book per, at a time. So the Ultimate Spider-Man, Black Panther, Ultimate Universe, Ultimate X-Men, Ultimate Ultimates are taking so much attention that people are, they didn't, not as many people ordered the Avengers Twilight as it did the Ultimates. So I think it's a lower print run. And if we went it with characters that have some impact in either the MCU or just in comic books going forward, this could have been that sleeper book that we should have gotten. I tried to pick up this at the store, sold out. So I would think that at 15 bucks, this still has a little bit of room to go up and not be a extravagant number. And I would even say that a 9.8 for 70.75 would be a good investment too. All right, coming in at number 5, the book that won't go away. Oh, by the way, one book that did go away, we're not looking at an ugly beast Wolverine cover anymore. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so Ultimate Spider-Man number 1, cover A, first appearance of Richard and May Parker. And this book is actually settled already a little bit down. It is selling now for in around 60, 65 for a raw. But those 9.8 sales are still going. Yeah, thank God. Exactly. The 9.8 sales already hitting up to $250 for a 9.8 pre-sale and 190 to 200. I'd see people go on eBay and they'll put up, say, 15 available. Buy it now, 195. And the next day, they're sold out. So I think that once all these come back from CGC, People, it's already going to start dropping, and as soon as people get them, they're going to try to dump them. I think this is going to settle back down 25 for a raw, and I'll say 120 for a 9.8. It's still decent money if you got it for cover price, but I wouldn't go spending 60 on this. I'm just really glad that I ordered 2 copies and gave one away on New Comic Book Day. And we got good books for this week too. Where'd they go? Where'd they go? Here they go. Yeah, I got to get this ready for a little bit. Okay. Should have done that in advance. Number 1, 2, 3, 4. Ultimate Universe. I had to look this up. I didn't even know what the heck it was. I don't remember seeing this on pre-order or in the store or anything else. I guess all the individual Ultimates are converging into an Ultimate Universe comic book. And this does have the first cameo appearance of Maystorm. That was the character that Moko drew in the X-Men book back in, was it October, November? That is will be like Storm's sidekick in the Ultimate X-Men book that's coming out on March 4th, 5th, beginning of March. Marvel has done the Ultimates in the past, and I don't remember them exploding like all of this did, but for the most part, they did not hold any. One or two titles did hold some good value, but over across the board, they didn't all go up to 30, $30 for a raw for this. 9.8s for 89. Yeah, no, the other covers look decent, but 124 is the highest known sale for a 9.8 on January 17th. Again, I don't even remember seeing this. When did this come out? November 1st. I really didn't remember seeing this. Wow, sorry. So it's look, if this has been out since November and it's just now selling at a higher price, it is only because it is being driven by the other Ultimate books and not by the story itself. I definitely don't think this is going to hold value. So I would not chase this one. All right. Number 3 is Red 5 Comics Afterburn, number 1, January 1st, 2008. I don't know of anything specific about this. I'm assuming it got optioned. I don't know anything about this book. And could try to look it up. Afterburn, Red 5 Comics. Returns ahead of its big screen debut. So apparently this is already coming out. Soon to be a major motion picture starring Gerard Butler. So when is that due out? Release date? No, not May 30th, 1992. Dave Bautista and Samuel L. Jackson to star in Afterburn. That was 6 days ago. I don't know. Well, that's from Deadline. So that's probably what caused the jump in the price of this. I don't see any dates. The story has been a long passion project for the producers, which first tried to get into production back in 2018. I still don't see a release date or anything. Okay, so even if this is going to be a action-packed, star-studded movie, it's still years away. So most common slab is zero point 0.0 for $10. I'd pay to see that actually. Let's look at the sales data for what this was more than a week ago, because that's probably what the price is going to return to. Near mints 16, 9, 7, $1.78. No, we don't want to go back to 2018. All right, 2023 November. There you go. 250, 250, 375. That's what it's going to be in a few months. No, maybe not that well. It'll probably drop back down to say 6 within a month and a half. Once now that the news has dropped down on it a bit, um, I clicked close by mistake. Yeah, again, you got to write a screenplay. You got to get no. You're still at least 2 years away. I mean, how far away are we still from the Fantastic Four movie? And we already are like in pre-production for that. This book is definitely going to. I'm getting it back. I don't care. There, the afterburn is definitely going to drop back down again after a couple of months once it just settles from the initial hype from it being in a news story. But Red 5 Comics, I wonder if they had to pay some kind of royalty to Star Wars, because I know what Red 5 means. Don't go chasing this for $35. Not when it was $4, $3 a couple months ago, and the book has been out already now for 16 years. Yeah, don't do it. All right, back to where we were. We have the Ultimate Black Panther #1. This is the Boss Logic Ultimate Special, and it's got a really cool cover. I believe that's Storm on the cover. Yeah. Now, remember, these Ultimates are a different version of Storm, a different version of T'Challa and Killmonger and all of them. So I don't know if they're going to have any long-lasting impression in the Marvel Comics line, or it's just a really good story, and then it'll go the way of the dodo after the Ultimate run ends. This is going for 20. Most common raw 30. It looks like 20. The near mint 22 for the last sale. Highest known for pre-selling of a $65 for 9.8. It's a cool cover, but I think what's really driving Ultimate Black Panther #1 cover A is the scarcity. I don't think that this suffers from the same problem. Maystorm is the child of Storm and Killmonger. That definitely is an alternate reality. Wow, it must have ticked off T'Challa. Anyway, I think this is a really great cover. I think the hype of Ultimate all in general is going to die down a little bit, but what's driving the #1 book, which is Ultimate Black Panther #1, which is now selling for 30, most common 42, raws 35. We've got pre-sales of 9.8 selling for 150. Yeah, it looks like it's in the $35 to $40 range for the raws. Now, this one is the character on the cover. Oh, okay. Thank you. It looked a lot like Storm though, so that's why I said that. I'm sorry, I didn't get that issue, and I didn't read the Ultimate Black Panther, and I'm gonna explain why right now. New Comic Book Day last week. I had promised in advance that I'd pre-ordered Ultimate Black Panther, and I was going to be giving that one away, hoping, saying, let's hope that one takes off like Ultimate Spider-Man. did not know that Penguin Comics was going to lose 12,000 copies, making it scarce. A lot of stores didn't get their copies at all. So they're already in production for the second print. Now here comes the question: will they turn the presses back on, put those plates back in, and print 12,000 copies of Ultimate Black Panther? If they do, this value is going to drop a lot. If they don't, this value can go up. So we're kind of like in a sit and hold and wait. Except if you're watching the show on New Comic Book Day. How do you lose 12,000 comic books? um, bad poker game. I don't know. They'll turn up at some point, or maybe they were water damaged. Maybe a truck drove off a bridge. I don't know. Um, however, the okay. So anyway, back to what I was saying. When I in the prior week, I promised that I would have a copy. Now, when I didn't get it, when I realized I didn't even pre-order it, like a ding dong, I went online and I bought a copy. So, New Comic Book Day. This is one of the books this week, 2 days from now, that the winner will have a chance to. Will be picking from. I pretty much guarantee that's going to be taken. Yeah. So, Ultimate Spider-Man 1, Ultimate Black Panther 1. Got copies of the Avengers Twilight #1. Lately, I've been getting some great comic books pre-ordered and giving them away. So, if you're catching this, make sure that you go to last week's New Comic Book Day and make sure you click like, click subscribe, and drop a comment on there. Please be a resident of the United States. Just try to keep shipping down. And tune in on Wednesday, even if it's during the live stream or if you can watch it on a replay, because you don't have to be present to win. And see if I pull your name from the random comment generator. That's why I need those comments. And I'm going to be giving away a copy of this. Well, this is going to be chosen. There's 4 books to choose from. 2 if you're a YouTuber, you pick any of the 2 out of any of the 4 books. If you're a Patreon or YouTube subscriber member, you can pick 3 out of 4. And now I believe there are 2 people that are YouTube members, which is cool. But Stinker Buns is a member of both. So Stink, if you win, you're getting all 4. But I read your comment, and you said that if you win, you wanted me to give re-roll again to let who are the 2 names you picked? I'll have them ready at that time. Give them a chance to win. I'm going to go you one better. If Stinker Buns' name pulls up, the 2 people that he named in his comment, you both win. And I went and bought an extra copy. Boom. Jason and Anthony. Thank you so much. Okay. So Jason and Anthony, if Stinker Buns wins, he's deferring to you 2 guys, and I'm not even going to re-roll. You both win. You'll have to fight over who gets, which book out of the second picks there. But you'll each get an Ultimate Black Panther. So, I need a raise. Anyway, okay, so let's get into the gun to the head pick. What do I think is the best choice for current price? There's a couple that are not terrible. If I can get the price, it's like today. Now, what I think it's going to be selling for tomorrow. That's what he does. He's like heart of gold, that guy. So, gun to the head pick. I think I'm going to go for a raw. And let me get this back up again. Yeah. I'm going to go for a high grade draw, trying to get a nice 9.8 of the first appearance of Cassandra Nova. And the biggest reason of that is because I think in 6 months, when this movie comes out, this or even when when a trailer drops out and you see her face or you see her name in the credits on IMDb, I think this book is going to shoot up. And if I'm wrong, it's only a $10, $13 investment, maybe 15 if it's a really great copy. I'm not going for a 9.8 for 300. I tell you that. That's what the book hit last year when there was rumors of Cassandra Nova. But yeah, I don't even. No, I don't think I'd go for $100. I think I would just try to get that nice 9.8 center, raw copy. Okay, so what do I think? Rubber band to the butt. What is my worst? What do I think is the worst investment at current prices? Hmm. There's a couple here. Come on, open up. The fastest internet I can get. Brand new computer, still slow. The Batman book? Really? I'm going with the Ultimate Universe. The book has already been out for over 2 months, and it's now hitting $30 solely because other Ultimate books are hot. I think this book is going to drop right back down to its cover price. What the heck were the cover price on these things? Like $7.99. First cameo appearance of Maystorm. Last page, 2 panels. I don't think Maystorm will be a long-lasting character in Marvel Comics. I think it's only for the Ultimates, and when the run is over, I think all the first appearances are going to be, worthless, or not. They're not going to hold value. The Batman, it is Chip Zdarsky. It is a really cool cover. I mean, yeah, I understand what you're saying, and I don't disagree too much with that. The only thing is that the Ultimate Universe is twice the price of this. So if I'm gonna lose money, I'll take losing $15 before I lose 35. So I wouldn't mind getting this one signed though. That's a cool cover, and there's a lot of nice blues, light blues in here. You can get in there with a nice red marker and get a signature. I think that's a cool book for it. That would really show nicely. So anyway, that is that for this week's top 10 cover price. Uh, yes, indeed. Absolutely. You want to know how I got these scars? Dude, you don't even know how you got these scars. Shush. What's the magic trick? Heath Ledger. Great. Anyway, guys, I want to thank you so much for joining. Oh, one other thing, real quick. Sorry, couldn't see that. I've seen a lot of uptick in sales for Superman and Rudd's Son. Yes, that is because somebody made mention that they would love to do a live action Red Son starring Henry Cavill. There is no movie in development. They haven't made a screenplay. Nobody has approached Henry Cavill or anything else like that. It's just, I don't remember which director said it. Hey, I'd love to do that. I'd love to win the lotto. Doesn't mean that lottery tickets are going up in price. Great little series and great character for James Gunn. Yes. I don't think it was Gunn that said it, though. Was it? I think it was somebody involved with the DCU, but I don't think it was Gunn himself. Maybe it was. But again, it was I would love to do it. Okay. Does that mean you're going to do it? Or are you just, throwing that out there so more people are talking about DCU and James Gunn, and just trying to keep interest. Anyway, I digress. New back issue book club usually is available already for Patreon members. I have not recorded it yet this week. I apologize. I had a coworker slash friend pass away on Friday night, very unexpectedly, and my head has not been in the game. So I will still try to get the books read and get the regular back issue book club up by Thursday. But I apologize to all Patreon members ahead of time that they're not getting an early access to it. I'm going to try to get it recorded tomorrow night. Thank you. I do appreciate that. It was really, he wasn't feeling well. A coworker took him to the hospital, and on the way he had a heart attack. I'm like, what the hell? We last time the last movie he got to see, me and him went to go see The Flash together. That is not how I want to end my life. No, I'm sorry. And he would laugh at that too. Yeah, he had a bearded dragon named Godzilla. But yeah, it kind of shocked all of us at work. He was out for a little bit for health issues, but he was supposed to come back to work this week and didn't make it. I've known two people since I've been in Georgia for the last 11 years that have passed away. They both have the same name. So I'm not going to, if anybody is if I'm making any new friends, I am not making friends with anybody else named Shane because it's bad luck for them. So if you meet me and you say, "Hey, my name is Shane," no, don't take it personally. I'm just trying to save your life. Guys, thanks so much for joining. I will see you on Wednesday for a new comic book day. Again, don't forget to go onto last week's show and just drop a comment, like, and subscribe to be eligible for this week's giveaways. That's how we work it. You saw the book, one of the books that's being given away this week. The other choices are Thundercats #1, Duke #1 second printing, and the Suicide Squad Kills Arkham Asylum. And it's still in the poly bag. I'm not taking it out. If you want it out, that's your job. Okay. So in the meantime, though, don't forget to click like and subscribe and notifications of this video. And please drop a comment down below. Love to hear from you guys. What books do you think are great? What books do you think should be on the list that haven't been? Just like Anthony was pointing out about the Superman Red Sun. There's a dialogue. I want to work with you guys. I don't want to be the one just constantly talking all by myself. Appreciate you guys here. Until I see you in the next video. Mahalo.